It's Radio 1 and it's time to go off on another road trip now, and we are in the company of Danny and Tom from McFly, who are going to take us. Where are you going to take us?
Oh, we haven't discussed that. Where should we go?
Well, do you want to go... We thought we'd work it out. North, east, south or west?
You struggled to remember those then, didn't you?
No, because like every good... No. Never eat shredded wheat.
Well, I reckon we want
In this country we're talking about, or in the world?
I think we should go somewhere warm.
Good.
Okay, so we're going abroad.
Yeah, and I think we should go near the equator.
No, I think we should go to Australia. Let's go to Sydney.
Okay, let's go to Sydney.
We like
But we're not
Sydney.
driving.
You're not... No, good.
It's a long...
I'm
It's a
glad
bit of a
about
long
that.
drive.
We're not going in a hot air balloon.
Right, okay. So how are we going to get to Australia, to Sydney?
We're going to ring up Richard Branson, go on the Galactic first.
Good
Okay.
idea. Space travel.
Fine, all right, so we're going to Sydney and we're
Yeah.
going in Virgin...
Yeah, we're going via
Galactic.
space.
Going via
Yeah.
space, fantastic. And who's going to be piloting this craft that we're in?
Well,
I'm going to fly it.
Tom's a pilot, you know.
I don't have my astronaut license or astronaut wings. I am actually a pilot.
So, and how long? How many hours did you have to get? I'm fascinated by
Well, you
this.
have to
It's
do
amazing,
for the course to get your license. You have to do a minimum of 45 hours, and there's 7 written exams.
If you can take some friends with you, celebrity friends, who will you have in the...
Tayo, of course. Dallas Austin, they'll be along there.
Oh, we have to take Dougie and Harry.
Do we?
Oh, we don't have to. We should probably.
Because they are in McFly. So
Yeah.
we'll,
We'll
guess you
take
have
them
to.
with us.
Okay,
Yeah,
they'll be in there.
I suppose.
we'll take our manager, because he likes all that stuff, doesn't he? Fletch.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Probably no room for anyone. So this is an all-male flight, I know.
Well, you can come with us.
Okay, I represent the
You're
female
with us, so aren't you?
species.
on
Yeah, okay.
on this journey.
Yeah, I'd love to be. If you're flying or driving, then absolutely, I'll be there.
We'll represent when we met you in Polzeath. We were all lads and we bumped into you, so
Yeah.
we'll just do the same thing, but we all go together.
In space. All right, let's have the first tune then. What should we have?
Well, the first one, just the one that we agreed on straight away, was.
But hold on, what part of the trip are we? So we're setting off.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Let's talk. Let's talk.
Oh,
this
okay,
through.
this is good. Right, so for the launch then.
So for the
takeoff.
launch.
What one do we want for the launch? Oh, this should be something quite space. Maybe we
See,
should
we're
change
trying to
this
do
one.
modern and old as well. So
Yeah.
we're going to do like one that's going to pump you up.
I reckon-
think we should have. What's going to pump us up for the trip?
I reckon it should be something like Muse or something for the launch. Then we should
Okay.
change because it's going to be
Muse would be cool.
yeah, something that's a bit spacey.
What's that one? What's the one that we like?
The one with the riff. Is that the one with the bass riff? Is that Hysteria?
Who needs Muse really when you've got McFly? That's what I'm saying.
Air instruments. I think we should have that.
Yeah, Hysteria.
Hysteria from Muse.
Yeah, that's for the
Perfect.
launch bit of it. That'd be amazing.
Okay, so hold tight,
Yeah.
fasten your seatbelts, and we'll take off to Muse. That was the launch song, because we're on a road trip at the moment, but we're going to space. We're going to Sydney, and we're with McFly, with Tom and Danny, and Tom is kind of... you're flying it.
I'm piloting it, yeah. I'm flying.
Piloting it.
So I'm going to be a bit distracted for this journey then. I won't get to enjoy it as much as you guys will.
How old were you when McFly first started?
16.
God.
Yeah, I was 17, I think.
Wow, and you're what age now?
24.
Just turned 25.
Ancient.
I know, so old.
Countdown now, innit?
At
Well,
the
Dougie
begin-
always makes me feel old because he's the youngest. He's still only 22. So always, and whenever it's like my birthday or something, or one of our, he's like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm in a band with a 25-year-old. It's so weird.
I hope you punch him at that point.
I know, yeah.
Something like that. but 16 was really, really young to be starting out in this business.
Yeah.
Did you feel young?
Not at the
and-
time. It's only now when, we talk about it and we look back or like you see photos of us, it's like we were actually properly kids, back
Yeah.
then. And but at the time, it really didn't feel like it.
What about all the girls that were, the attention that you got from girls? You still get from girls, but was that weird? As well as being fantastic? Was it
think
must have been
it's-
quite intense and
We didn't
unreal.
really.
None of us
We didn't make the most of it.
yeah, not all of us are pretty, but like none of us take compliments very well. We're all a bit awkward, really. And it's when it comes to like,
Yeah, whoa, you gorgeous.
yeah, it's like, we're all a bit awkward like that. I think.
Yeah, it was a bit weird.
Did you get overwhelmed at all by it?
I think it's
And I-
more so now. Like,
And I think definitely more so now when we look back, and the not the 2 years that we've had off, because we've been around the world and producing what we've been doing now, but because we've had like sort of more time to like not really being like as busy and more time to sit back. I think now I'm like, wow, what we've achieved is pretty amazing. Because when you all go, you don't really, you just keep going, and you sort of don't really remember what you've done. Like, I can't remember what I've done this week when people ask me.
I think it's I think everyone must experience it, with everything that they do. When I'm sure you must get it when people think, wow, your job must be so glamorous, and but when you're actually in it and and busy, you don't really get the time to think about it like that. It's only afterwards or when you get time to really reflect on it.
Yeah.
What about the fear of it going? About the fear of it not being there, that not being your lifestyle anymore? Have you reflected on that at all?
The thing is, it's hard to really imagine, because for us, as much as the success that we've had is amazing, what's always been this sort of fundamental thing for us is the fact that we are 4 best friends. We literally are best friends, and so. When we think
we'll carry on living our lives,
we'll carry on. Even though
Polseth Beach with the guitars,
there might not be any fans there, but we'll still be a band.
But you'd miss the financial support. You'd miss the kind of an audience being there for you.
Do you know what I know that's. I'll think. Oh God, I can't give you here.
It's the beauty of radio that you can edit.
What was I going to say? I think that if that was to ever happen, it would suck, but. I don't think our fans would ever let us. They'll never leave us. They're just unbelievable.
They're still really tenacious.
I mean, touch wood. We can hopefully be a band for the rest of our life.
We're so lucky. Like, we literally have the most loyal, dedicated fans. And I know every band must say it, and it sounds everyone's cynical when you say stuff like that. But our fans are absolutely amazing, and it feels like. McFly it's really cheesy, but
it's like a cult.
And it's not just it isn't just the 4 of us, it's everyone who's been with us. We've been a band for 7 years now. We just recently celebrated our 7th anniversary, and there's been fans who've been with us, all that whole time. So it's amazing to, think that how far we've all sort of grown up.
So they haven't just kind of taken off their McFly t-shirts and put on Wanted t-shirts?
No, amazingly not.
Oh no! No!
They've got their McFly t-shirts on under the Wanted hoodies. They're always there.
Yeah. Right, let's have another song then. So where are we now on our journey?
We've
got to be in floating mode.
We're out of the atmosphere.
What can we see?
We can see the horizon. Where are we going? Sydney. We're somewhere over. Which way around the Earth are we flying?
You're the pilot.
Oh, yeah, I should know this. Well, whenever we've flown there before, we've gone over Europe. Maybe we should go the other way.
Let's go the other way. Yeah,
we'll fly over America.
Apparently, it's quicker.
We'll go west.
We'll go west. And should we play the Pet Shop Boys now?
Maybe that's what we should play. That'd be awesome.
That'd be hilarious.
Oh dear, that wasn't what we had planned.
What would you like to play now?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it should be the Beach Boys.
Yeah, I get around.
We just thought that's such a good travelling song.
And it'll be a good mess about that. Get around.
Yeah, when you're floating in space.
Okay, let's do it then. Right, we'll play
the Beach Boys. I Get Around.
In the company of McFly at the moment. We're doing the road trip at the moment. So we'd mentioned Wanted, what advice would you give to those boys in those bands, having been there at the very beginning?
I don't know. I'm sure they've got amazing. When we get asked advice, it's always that weird thing where it feels kind of, I don't know.
No, I just think, as 4 blokes or as an individual, what would you say to one of the members of that band? Just enjoy the ride, or
yeah, I totally enjoy the ride and never let it, just always appreciate what you're achieving, and never let it get on top of you. I'm sure they won't, but like when you look back on it, when it's, if I'm sure they'll carry on, but when it's not there, it's going to be tough to look back. It's going to be hard. Like you were saying before, and we hope that we're going to be a band forever.
Where was the New Direction coming from? What were you listening to? Because, we did the Live Lounge tour, and the stuff that you were listening to then, I wouldn't have necessarily thought would have led you to where you are right now.
The songs that touched on this influence was, it was amazing that we got to work with Dallas, because, the Michael Jackson, the sort of Princey side of it, and we were like, okay, that's great, let's plan on. And these people sort of think differently, and they're really aspirational.
Did he introduce you to anything that you'd not heard before, any artists?
Well, it was kind of, it was a real experiment working with people like with Dallas and Ty, because they're obviously from completely different musical backgrounds to us, and I think what it was about was showing them our ideas and explaining this kind of vision of what we wanted, and then us just kind of being open-minded to their suggestions, and they're letting them have their influence on us. And it was really about finding somewhere where we could meet in the middle and create something that was new. So it still has what people liked about McFly in the first place, but then has new sounds and a different way of recording as well. And so I think that was kind of what we really wanted to achieve from it. And we didn't know if it was going to work. It was kind of nervous going to work with Dallas because he has worked with people like Michael Jackson and Madonna and Pink and Gwen Stefani, these amazing artists. So when we first went out, it's kind of intimidating.
Well, I think you did certainly take a lot of people by surprise.
I hope
With
so.
every aspect, I think you have, and I really admire kind of your ambition and the fact that you're smart about what you do and you still want to be relevant today. Which is,
Well, we'll find out.
we will find out, yeah, when the sharp position comes out. When we get to Sydney, what are we going to do?
We're going to go surfing.
Yay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Who's the best? Who's into surfing?
Well,
Hold on, is it night or day though?
what?
When we arrive?
It's got to be day. You can't land in Sydney at night. It's morning when you land in Sydney,
Okay,
isn't it?
all right then.
And Harry and Dougie, I have to say, are the best surfers out of the band.
Okay.
Hold on a minute, I went for the big waves. I was just stupid.
You're a reckless surfer, you are.
Did you conquer the waves? Or?
I'd go down it and then I get like, the tumble dryer? The washing machine.
And what's the final song?
I don't know. We haven't really decided on the final one.
I'm up for, I think I'm up for I'm quite into my dance music right now.
Okay.
And I'm loving the Swedish House Mafia stuff and Magnetic Man and that, and I like all that sound. But it's whether you want that sort of vibe
it
now.
It could be like a celebration, We've arrived.
I'm thinking
in Sydney.
We're alive. Tom's
alive.
piloted it. We're still alive.
I'm imagining us, we've arrived, we've got off the plane, and we've gone to this, this dance festival thing, and we're all in the back area, and it's like, remember in, where were we, Lisbon, and we went to that amazing back area.
Oh, God, yeah.
We did Rock in Rio in Lisbon, and we went to this,
VIP area.
It's not as, yeah, VIP area. And we were there, and it was it was awesome. And then I kept going out, dancing, open air bit, wasn't there?
Yeah.
And I kept going out there
I had to take Dougie home after a while. It didn't last very long.
Got to the point where I was dancing on my own as well. So.
Okay, so we've found a festival to go to there.
Yeah, and I think that we're all quite drunk and we should dance to some dance music.
Okay.
I'm feeling good about it as well.
Okay, fine. Which one? What do you want to choose?
I think we should play Swedish House Mafia.
One?
Yeah.
We can do that. That's fine.
With Pharrell.
Okay, so we'll do Swedish House Mafia. I've got one more question. Tom, do you have you veted your shoulders, or do you wax, or what do you do? Because your skin is far too smooth for a gentleman.
Do you know what? It's just I'm waiting for puberty to kick in and me to grow some body hair. I have no hair on my body whatsoever.
Actually, no, I can see little gentle baby hair.
Little blonde baby hair.
Oh, I just thought your skin's so smooth.
I just have no hair on my body whatsoever, unfortunately.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you. Nice road trip.